lot of economic forces, including inflation, are finally grinding into home values across southern Nevada. The bad news, your home isn't worth quite as much as it was at the beginning of the summer. The good news, you're still way ahead of last August. Steve Wolford takes a closer look at our housing market.
The red-hot housing market in southern Nevada has been slowly cooling off since May. Inventory continues to grow, which is good news for home buyers, but rising mortgage rates are cutting into any of the savings that might have been gained by waiting for prices to fall even more.
It happened almost overnight and nobody anticipated it, right?
Corporate broker Vandana Bala on the sudden change in the Las Vegas real estate market.
I felt like 1 week prices were going up and then the next week there was nobody buying anymore. It just happened instantly.
So where do things currently stand? According to the latest stats from Las Vegas Realtors for the month of August, the median price of a single-family home is now $450,000. That's down about 3% from July, but still up 11% from last August. But here's what's changing. Inventory. The number of available units on the market in August was up 40% year to year. And the number of listed homes without offers up a whopping 145%. As inventory grows, prices begin to fall, but that doesn't mean buyers should stay on the sidelines. That's because mortgage rates are rising, and Realtor David Lee says it's having an unusual impact on the local housing market, especially for sellers holding on to super low interest loans.
Buyers for the last 3 or 4 months are convinced we're going to drop more than we are, and sellers not having to sell their home because their loans are very strong and they can rent them out still for a high amount. So you have the standoff between sellers and buyers that I haven't personally experienced in 15 years.
Which brings us to that dreaded housing bubble, or in our case, more like a gentle bounce off the ceiling.
For a healthy housing market, you want it to be stable. And that's what we're heading into. That's why buyers need to get in if they're going to buy a home, not wait.
Even with the recent softening of the market, longtime homeowners are still way ahead of the game, with prices right now nearly 4 times higher than at the post-recession bottom of the market 10 years ago.
We are used to reinvention on the Las Vegas Strip, but tonight, much talked about changes in a neighborhood. If you were driving down Rancho today, you might have seen Texas Station finally getting demolished. Our Brett Forrest joins us live from the shuttered casino, and Brett, this was expected, but we weren't sure when it was happening.
Yeah, Marie, that's right. Good evening. I'm standing here, and we'll show you in a moment. We know it's dark out, but all this demolishing started happening today, and they did announce it a while ago, but we did not know the timeline of when they're going to start this. So let me step out of the way here. So starting today, this morning, some crews came in and began tearing down a lot of the Texas Station casino here, and they still have quite a bit of work to do. But if you're driving down Rancho, yes, you're going to realize that there is something missing now, and that is the Texas Station. And Station Casinos announced back in July that they were permanently closing this one and Fiesta Rancho and Fiesta Henderson, and they've all been closed since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, Station Casinos also just announced they are demolishing their Wild Wild West casino. That's off I-15 in Tropicana, and that officially closed just 5 days ago. So as for the property here, Station Casino says they'll all be sold on a deed-restricted basis. What that means is whoever buys it cannot build a casino here on site at the same location. Texas Station opened its doors in 1995, so knowing that it's now gone forever, it does bring back a lot of memories for people who worked here for those 25 years. And one woman who I spoke with, she was here since the beginning, and she had this to say about the news today.
It's very bittersweet. I had a lot of great years there, and met a lot of really good people, customers, and my coworkers, which I've actually remained in touch with a lot of my customers and coworkers. But it's really bittersweet because I understand, it's the next chapter and life goes on, but it's a nice property, honestly.
Now, looking ahead in the most recent earnings call for Station Casinos, they said they plan to double their portfolio by 2030, the end of the decade. So even though they're demolishing and shutting down all these other properties, they are still working on expansion, and that starts with the Durango Resort opening in the Southwest Valley late next year.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.